Call the meeting to order. Please rise. I ask you to join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening. And please join me to pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Begley.
Here.
Alderman Violet.
Here.
Alderman Clifford.
Here.
Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Alderman McGovern. Mayor, City Clerk, Treasurer, and Attorney all present.
All right, no special presentations tonight. Under the consent calendar, 2 items. The approval of minutes from the prior City Council meeting on November 2nd, 2021, along with the approval of the payroll and voucher list for the period ending November 12th, 2021. Someone please make the motion.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Violet, seconded by Alderman Clifford. Discussion. Roll call.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. Under no sale bids tonight. Under my report, a couple of appointments. Requesting approval to appoint Bob Starzyk to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 5-year term ending November 2nd, 2026. Someone please make that motion.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Lewandowski. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed?
No.
Need a motion to reappoint Susan Snow, Jennifer Georges, Geraldine Burdick, and Sue Jankowski to the Library Board of Trustees for 3-year terms expiring November 16, 2024. So make those motions.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Second by Alderman Lewandowski. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Then also need a motion to adopt an ordinance for you, updating the city code section 114.134, employment of minors to match the Illinois State Liquor Commission's rules and regulations permitting servers at the age of 18. Someone please make that.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion. Roll call.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
All right, that's the end of my report then. City Clerk?
No report.
City Treasurer?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I present the Treasurer's report for the period ending October 31st, 2021. General fund began October with $4,493,477. Revenue of $1,646,419. Expenses totaling $847,291. Other source use $4,288, giving an ending cash balance for October of $5,296,893. The total of all city funds started October with $20,126,311. Revenues were $3,426,512. Expenses for October were $2,113,510. Other source use, a negative $1,216, giving a total ending balance in all city funds of $21,438,096. That concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Need a motion to approve the Treasurer's report?
Second.
Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any communications anyone have this evening? Citizens wishing to address the council? Yes, sir.
No, go ahead.
Your name and address, sir.
Terrence Moeller, 12930 South 70th Court, Palos Heights. Here tonight to speak about video gambling. I've seen it occur in articles in the regional about the city council meetings several times over the last year. First, it was referenced as possible new referendum on the issue. Most recently, an alderman offering a draft ordinance. I personally oppose video gambling in Palos Heights. I won't dive into my rationale right now, since in the most recent referendum on the issue, which I think was in 2018, the voters rejected the question about whether or not to allow it. And I would presume that it would not be advanced again until another referendum was posed to the residents. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Anyone else have any comments? No. All right. Finance Committee?
Mr. Mayor, we have a bunch of items this evening, first of which is number 12. It's a motion to approve the ICMA RC-457 plan resolution and trust document. A lot of fancy words, which means it's an optional deferred compensation plan for city employees.
Second.
Move by Alderman Grogan, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Number 13 is a motion to approve and revise section 4.1 of the personnel policy, which discusses holidays for city employees.
Moved by Alderman
Second.
Grogan, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion.
I have a question.
Yes, sure.
So the personnel manual changes to it, this falls into the finance committee?
Yes. It comes under the preview as Finance Committee. It always has.
Okay. And it was
Most
there,
personnel matters start there, and then if they have to branch off, they go in whatever direction we have to take it.
personnel policies as well?
Yeah, which, is there a better suggestion? I mean, I'm just asking.
Well, I don't think that, so I looked at all the committees and I looked at the ordinances and what it would fit into, and I don't have a suggestion, actually. There isn't a committee where it's like a square peg in a round hole kind of thing. Because when looking at the holidays, I was comparing against the collectively bargained holidays. You know, there's an added holiday in here. There's other government holidays that are omitted. In this change to the holiday or to the personnel manual regarding holidays, what was added and what was subtracted?
Basically, it's the day after Thanksgiving, and it does not apply to some of to the employees that are under the collective bargaining agreements.
Right. So that was the other part of my question, because I know that sometimes it goes the opposite way, right? Something that's collectively bargained, sometimes we institute it for the non-union employees as well, like, you know, healthcare rates and so on and so forth. Is that something that is being planned to add into union contracts as well?
It would come when next contractual arrangement comes up. It would be probably, I would imagine, it'd be brought to the table at that time.
Okay, and this would go into effect immediately. So
Yeah.
this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did a survey, and we were the only town. I don't know if you got a copy of the survey or not, but we really the only town in the area that doesn't.
It's dead here on the day after.
It doesn't give it all.
I'm not debating it. I'm debating
Sure,
more
I
the
understand. The
process.
procedures,
Yeah. So
Okay.
and I'm not criticizing, because I don't think there is a good fit at the current construction of the committees for personnel matters,
It
policy.
had to fit somewhere, and I think finance.
Yeah,
is
and because it involves
dumping
costs,
there.
basically, I guess is where it historically has, been.
Okay.
Is there a second on that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alderman Violet was the second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Number 15 is motion to, or no,
14.
14. Let's see, what am I at here? Yeah, 14 is motion to approve the proposed purchasing policy, which is part of the package. It's pretty extensive, but if there's any questions.
Moved by Alderman Grubbin, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Another motion is to approve and revise section 2.19 of personnel policy concerning employee travel, lodging, meal reimbursement.
Moved by Alderman.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Violet. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Another one is, this is a motion that moves some of the funds around that we have so that we can maybe generate some additional revenue, i.e. interest. Motion to approve a funds balance transfer.
Moved by Alderman
Second.
McGrogan, seconded by Alderman Violet. Discussion.
Yeah, which funds are being transferred into where?
The water and sewer working fund into the futures fund, and then the general fund.
Okay, so
I think
it's
there's two
water
funds
coming
involved.
from
There's
the
a couple-
water and sewer.
couple
Okay.
million.
All right, that's all I want to know.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Number 17 on the agenda is a motion to approve and to authorize the city attorney to draft an ordinance amending Title 11 under Business Regulations, Chapter 121 under property tax classification to add a Class 7C property tax classification into the city code.
Second.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan, second by Alderman Key. Discussion?
Does everybody understand what that is? I mean, can you give a brief explanation?
Why not?
Basically, it was brought to our attention by one of the business owners of a new company that's going to be taking over the Jiffy Lube spot called Take 5. And they are able to apply for this that Cook County offers, and which will basically, it spreads out some of the tax obligations, but over the 7-year period that this 7C classification is in place, the city will actually generate a little bit more revenue if everything falls into place according to the plan.
But if we didn't have a classification for 7C,
Right,
so that's what
and we
that
need to get that
authorizes.
in, and then the next one is going to be to, the next item on the agenda, if this number 17 is approved, will be to then have the city attorney draft a specific resolution on the Take 5.
Okay, so the first motion is to establish the draft ordinance amending and adding the classification. So that's where we are now.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. As I stated, number 18 is a motion to authorize the city attorney to draft a resolution supporting and consenting to the Class 7C property tax classification for the property located 12861 Harlem, formerly the Jiffy Lube.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, that's all I have for this evening.
All right, thank you, sir. Alderman Basso? Anything?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have no report this evening.
All right, thank you. Municipal grounds and property, Alderman Begley?
Mayor Strauss, I do not have a report this evening. Thank you.
All right, planning and zoning, Alderman McGovern's on here. Can you take that?
Phone.
Got it.
Number 19, motion to authorize the city attorney to draft an ordinance allowing an automobile special use to operate within the existing structure in the B district located at 12861 Harlem Avenue and contained within said PIN number 243-100-04000, which automobile special use provides services consistent with oil changes, coolant flushes, top-off fluids, tire inflation, cabin air filter changes, and does not consist of mechanical repairs, tire changes, use of pneumatic drills, or other services that emit noxious odors or loud noises.
Second.
Moved by Alderman You did very well on that. Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to waive the rules, adopt
Second.
the ordinance.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Key. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Move to adopt an ordinance to allow special use to operate within the existing structure in the B district located at 12861 Harlem and contained within PIN number 2431-100-0540000.
Moved by Alderman Clifford. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman McGrogan. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Basso. Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Yes. And that ends Alderman McGovern's report.
Thank you, Alderman McGovern. Recreation, Alderman Key.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve the bid from George's Landscape Company for the development of Misty Meadows Park in the amount of $241,950.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve a payment to New Toys Leisure Products in the amount of $123,732 for playground equipment to be installed at the Misty Meadows Park.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment to Power Play LT Farmington, Inc. in the amount of about $14,569.19 for playground equipment to be installed at the Veterans Play Lot.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a
Second.
second by Alderman Violet? Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
And then I'd just like to say that there's lots of activities around the Thanksgiving and Christmas season taking place at the Recreation Center. And it's a very busy place at this time of year. And so I would encourage you to go to Palos Heights Rec, PalosHeightsREC.org to see all the different activities. You can sign up for different activities if you'd like. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Can I make a side note on
Sure.
the last thing about the Veterans Play Lot? The rec committee, we're gonna add some equipment over there, and I was asked by a few people and some other veterans that news forthcoming on sort of a dedication to the new added equipment to that small little play lot for the veterans in the community, like we did. Especially just a little something.
Okay.
Take to be
Sure.
to be announced.
Gotcha.
In the spring.
Yeah, probably spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, roads and construction. Alderman Clifford, anything?
Ongoing construction is going on 123rd. Of course, it's been slow due to weather delays and such. The sides of roads are being addressed with Lindell. We hope, with everything going on, to still meet the finish by the 30th. We're hoping there with the weather and that, the cold won't affect it, but wet and soggy will, so we may have to make a decision on how that's going to be finished if it gets to a point as far as the sodding and stuff of that goes, and marking the side of the roads in the interim between now and spring to mark the side of the road so people don't go off into that if it isn't completed on time. Other than that, all the driveways and that have been marked and addressed for restoration of the properties. And other than that, our Public Works Director's on top of it. He's with Lindell every day out there and everything. So hopefully we'll get it all put back together by November 30th.
Okay, great.
Thank you. That's the end of my report.
All right. License, permits, and franchises, Alderman Lewandowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Item number 25 on the agenda this evening. Motion to approve a permanent sign request for Take 5 oil change at 12861 South Harlem Avenue for a monument sign measuring 10 feet tall.
Moved by Alderman Lewandowski. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman McGrogan. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a motion to approve a permanent sign request for Take 5 oil change at 12861 South Harlem Avenue to allow the CAN logo sign to exceed code size as presented in the application.
Moved by Alderman Lewandowski. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Key. Discussion?
Mr. Mayor, this would be for their logo, which is an oil can. It's 6 feet tall and 5 feet wide, but it's at a 20-degree angle.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And a motion to approve a permanent sign request for Take 5 oil change at 12861 South Harlem Avenue to allow signage on 3 walls under the condition that the east-facing sign is not illuminated.
Moved by Alderman Lewandowski. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Key. Discussion?
The east-facing sign to rear of the building,
No. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
so that's why, because of the residents over there, right? There's no illumination.
Correct. And the signs in the back are going to direct traffic, enter here, exit. Okay. Yes,
Put
it's for that.
myself in
It's for those residents.
All right.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And finally, Mr. Mayor, a motion to approve the intergovernmental agreement with Cook County Health for the provision of environmental health inspection services from December 1st, 2021 through November 30th of 2022.
Moved by Alderman Lewandowski, second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Let's do a roll call. Roll call?
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Basso. Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's all I have.
All right. Water and sewer, Alderman Violet?
No.
Business and economic development, Alderman Key?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So we always have a very successful farmers market in town in the municipal lot. For the last couple of years, we've moved it in during the winter. This year, we're having 2 of those events. This past Saturday was the first of those. And really to call it a farmers market is a bit of a misnomer in that there is produce there but
Farms.
there's crafters and jewelry sales and pen crafting, and so it's very well attended, but the next one is going to be on the 18th of December. It's from 8 o'clock till noon, and so please come out and take advantage of that. And then right around the corner, Holidays in the Heights is going to kick off. The Arts Commission is starting something new this year. It's going to be in Community Park, and so there's going to be a light display all through that area by the gazebo. It's going to be called Light the Heights. And then so many more activities are going to be the weekend of the 3rd and 4th of December, featuring at the Kris Kringle market that we've had, not during COVID, but before that. We're expecting 3,000 or 4,000 people to come to that. It's under tent, and we're very excited that that's back. And then my last comment just has to do with, if at all possible, I would encourage everyone to, shop local and eat local during the season. As you know, especially small businesses, sometimes the holiday season is when they make a lot of their profits for the year. And we enjoy the businesses that are in our town, but the only way they can survive is if we use them. So please use our restaurants and shop in town and get your oil changed in town too. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Cable TV, I assume there's no report. Any old business? Citizens wishing to ask questions? New business?
Announcement.
Sure, announcement.
The Palos Lions, which I'm involved with, will be kicking off sort of like just at the holiday season. We'll be starting to set up the lot tomorrow, and on Saturday, approximately 8 a.m., we'll have some coffee and rolls. A very large flat pickup truck's coming with about 600 or 700 Christmas trees on it, and any help that we can get to help unload and take them out, put them on the ground, and we'll set them up, and that it would be greatly appreciated. Each year it gets a little harder as we get a little older, but we're still out there looking. There'll be coffee and rolls for everybody, and any help at all, pushing the broom, keeping the needles clean in the park.
What hours is that for, Jack?
8 till we're finished. Usually, last year we had a good turnout with it, and we were done unloading that truck by 10 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
So, and then the rest we do with the stands and the truck, putting up the poles and the lights. That's what I'll be doing, running that kind of stuff. But that starts our program for the Christmas, and they do a real lot of good, so people know what that money goes to. It goes to feed families during the Christmas season. We get requests for what we call food baskets. In the history of it, we used to go up to the Jewel and literally put the food in the baskets and go to the families and give them to them.
Great.
But now we give them, we find out the number of families and money after we pay off the trees, and we give them a turkey, a ham, and and then a food card. They can't buy anything but food with it, no liquor, no cigarettes, none of that kind of stuff. And then we might have 40 families, 50 families, all depends, but they all get something so they can put a meal on their table during the holiday season.
Right.
And then naturally, Alderman McGovern's running Toys for Tots. It's the United States Marine Corps, which will be back to the Marine Center. I'll be probably putting something out for the Veterans Home in Mantino. Recently at the Rec Veterans Breakfast, I'd like to thank the Rec Department for what they did for the veterans. We had a raffle of those beautiful quilts that Mrs. Johnson made for us. We raffled them off, and 12 vets went home with a nice handmade quilt, and it was a very nice affair. And I'd like to thank everybody on behalf of the veterans, the people that serve our country. Thank you very much for all this city and this council does for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. All right, any other new business? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Be safe.